Michael Curry, in 3 words: truth teller, historian, revolutionary.
Committed, faithful, and indispensable.
When we talk about Massachusetts leadership, we're talking about people like Michael who put equity at the heart of that excellence.
There's not a lot of people that have his deep sense of history, the activist's heart, and his common sense about how to attack tough challenges.
Well, I grew up in Lenox Street housing projects. So we grew up poor, welfare, struggling, single parent. Everywhere I looked, people were living the same way I did. And I had this mission that grew in me, which is that was never fair. The health equity, affordability, access issue is one that we're all dealing with right now, no matter what you look like or what you believe. I wake up every day trying to figure out how to crack the code on these problems and to address the inequities within those problems.
Michael Curry's leadership, it is disruptive in the best kind of way. He is not someone who is content with the status quo. Because his standards are so high, he elevates everyone else around him to be equally compelled and motivated to say the status quo is unacceptable.
Michael Curry has worked to accelerate growth in our community by making sure that once underserved communities are thriving and healthy. When you look at the work that's been done in community health in Massachusetts, every state would trade their outcomes for the outcomes that we've got.
Massachusetts League of Community Health Centers was born out of the 1960s. Many people don't realize that many of our hospitals in the 1960s were segregated. That meant that depending on what you look like, you couldn't walk into many of our hospitals in this country, particularly in the South. Here in Massachusetts, I get the honor of representing 50 healthcare organizations. 1 in 7 people in the Commonwealth get their care at a health center, and 1 in 2 in a city like Boston get their care at a health center. So I'm honored and humbled to serve out of that tradition.
Community health centers now serve over 1 million residents in our state in almost every zip code. That's primary care, dental and behavioral health, it's life-saving screenings, it's vaccines. He's been able to do that because he understands the intersection of policy and healthcare delivery. People trust him, not just providers and experts, but people in the community.
Michael's got an immense commitment to giving back. His work as a national board member of the NAACP, he wants to create new leaders so that he's handing the baton to another generation that's going to fight for equity.
I can't tell you how many times Michael Curry has called me and said, I know you're busy, but I really need you to speak to this young woman. And he sort of, insists that you make the time, because Michael always makes the time.
We can't take chance on the next John Lewis just happening to turn up during the Freedom Ride. We gotta train them, prepare them, teach them the law, teach them regulation, teach them how to win friends and influence people, how to drive policy.
Right now in our country, the need for strong moral leadership is immense, and Michael is that kind of strong moral leader.
Michael Curry is a trusted voice and is respected from the block to the boardroom.
I think it's Michael's ability to bring people together around the idea that health equity is not just a moral imperative, it's an economic one. That it's all connected: health, housing, education, jobs. We need leaders working together to deliver the best outcomes for people. That's something that Michael understands deeply and does every single day. Michael leads with heart, with urgency, and with a strong moral compass. For him, it's about the people, and we're so lucky to have him in our state.
In Massachusetts, we tend to be very innovative, whether that's climate change or whether that's education, housing, healthcare. How do we deal with poverty and homelessness? When we do it here, everyone wants to copy what we did. That's a great place to be. It's the ripple effects of your work. What did you create that will last beyond your existence?